Hello, my name's Kayanne and I'm here with my Hobonichi Cousin Avec in A5 size, and I am getting ready to do a little catch-up work on my July pages. So we're about a week in and I have done a few little odds and ends on the pages, and I had prepped them ahead of time as I showed in a previous video, but now I just need to go in and do a little catching up on my daily pages. So I just invite you to come along with me as I work on that. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. So to start with, I have some bits that I have printed out. This is a photo I took of one of my sketchbook pages because I, on this day, just gave myself some time to been wanting to just paint for no particular purpose in my sketchbook, not for any art show or class or anything, just totally for fun and personal development and enjoyment. And I finally did that this afternoon. So I drew this little paintbrush in to show that I just had a little paint party. On a different page here, I'm getting ready to print out a photo that I wanted on my little Polaroid Mint printer. I don't think these are made anymore, but I'm still using mine and have really enjoyed having its availability to not have to run down to my office every time I want to. I print most of my pictures just on a regular printer, often on sticker paper, but every once in a while when I'm traveling or my studio's not especially close to my office, so every once in a while I do print a photo here and there to stick in and find that really handy. So what I pulled out here is my Kakimori brass nib pen and also some Kakimori ink, which I believe the color is Zaboon, and it's kind of a teal color. And I think I did an unboxing video on it earlier, so I'll try to remember to put a link to that in the description. But I do love using this. I don't think I've shown myself using it very much, but I like dip pens to start with, and this one is just really good. The ink lasts in there a long time. I'm dipping it more often than I actually need to, I think by habit more than anything, because it does hold a lot of ink and it's unique design. So I love that you can kind of control the thickness of the line by how you tilt it, and it is just a really fun pen. Adding in a bit of washi tape here. The sticker on the top left of the second on the Saturday page is by my daughter, who has a flimsy fox. So if you want to be part of her sticker club on Patreon, then I will add a link to that below as well. I added in these dot stickers that I had gotten a while back. I can't remember if I got them on Amazon or JetPens, but I hadn't really used them much. I kind of forgot I had them, and so I kind of finally opened them up and used them. I will probably use them mostly in collage work, but it was really fun to put them on this page. So now I also printed out this little collage sheet day. Was a printable by Pocket Journal Pam. Perfect. My pages, digital pages always go up on the first or close to. And I just added a photo of a stack of pages that were available to my patrons on that day. I'm still journaling with my Kakimori brass nib pen. That Boston Terrier sticker was also by my daughter Abby of the Flimsy Fox. Cleaning up my little brass nib pen, want to take good care of it. Just rinse it with water and then make sure it's good and dry before I put it away. And then I'm ready to go on. I'm adding some stickers on Monday the 4th. I roasted some coffee and ordered some more also, and so I just put the label off of the bag that I use. I buy green beans and roast them myself, and yeah, they're excellent. So I always save a sticker just to remind myself the next time I order what I need to order. But so I stuck that in there. I also was 4th of July. My husband had the day off, but we both just kind of worked all day. So that's what the work stickers down there on the bottom right are. The little treasure map, I've been walking, and I usually walk on a treadmill, and been getting a little bored with that and wanting to get outdoors. And so I kind of have this little route that I've done just on our own property. And so that's kind of what that little treasure map's supposed to indicate. This wonky bird, raven, whatever it is, was from one of my digital collage sheets. It's actually from a piece of art that I created. So did a little journaling around that. Moving on to the next day, you see the sticky notes. I've gone back to my system of making notes on a sticky note on the page, since I don't have that extra monthly calendar sheet anymore now that I've switched books. And you can go back and watch my video explaining all of that, how I've the changes I've made and how I do things when I'm kind of reevaluated in June. So I kind of want somewhere to jot that down. For now, I'm going back to my sticky notes method. That does work pretty good, so I'm just going to go back to that. That night we went for a walk and saw this whole family of raccoons. It was so cute. I did want to draw a picture, but I had this adorable raccoon from Redbubble, so I used it. And the next day was just another work day. We did babysit our grandkids in the evening, so had a picture of that in there. I'm going back to the July, kind of the introduction page. That I really like that the Hobonichi has that page, extra page at the first of every month to use this way. And I usually kind of make a list of my goals for the month. Sometimes it's been after the fact. I think I'll kind of get back on track of trying to, write down some of the things going on that month. I don't care so much if it's before the month starts or after it ends or in the middle or whatever. I just kind of like that summary of what the month is about. So trying to do better at getting back into that again. This little journal block that I'm writing on, I believe is by Courtney Diaz. I'm not positive. The Queen Anne's lace on there is by Erin Ware. Beautiful. Going back and painting in that paintbrush that I drew. That cute little bunny there is by Pocket Journal Pam. That's above the paintbrush. Going back and adding some watercolor here and there. I'm still loving my Zig Clean Color watercolor markers that I'm just using here. I can use them either just as a marker to color in these brush pens or to add watercolor, so both are fun. Now I'm using some watercolor again to add in a little representation of my sketchbook here. I've been spending a lot of time in my sketchbook lately, and I really am enjoying it. I think that for personal development, that's really important for an artist to have and utilize as a sketchbook. So I'm trying to really practice what I preach here lately. This little fox is cut out of a children's book. I found a little young child I Spy book that has a bunch of neat images in it. And so I've been cutting out things from it. So there's several things in this week that I've used from that book. I also I have some film strip stamps that I recently acquired, and I've been stamping some out on sticker paper so that they're ready to use and stick into my journal even when I don't have my stamps or stamp pad handy. So I've been really enjoying that. I spend a lot of time filming and editing and all of that, so those are nice to have on hand. And then this is the last day that I will be working on, because it's the current day and as I was filming this. So that big number 8 is from one of my past patron sheets. I'm adding in a little bird that a granddaughter drew that I actually included along with a a sheet of my birds on the most recent Patreon sheets. And this little scrap, I'm not sure, I think it might have been a Courtney Diaz. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. And please comment below if it's by someone else and you notice that. But it was just a little scrap left, and nice to kind of fill in a spot there. I thought it went well with the number 8. I also add in this little, I'm trying to decide size because she very conveniently gave us different sizes, but this little character that says journaling is good for my spirit and soul is by Pocket Journal Pam, and I did some journaling. This is the day that I'm catching up journaling, so put that in there. I had a nice phone conversation with the daughter, so I put that little vintage phone in there, even though that's not the kind that we use to talk on. However, in our old farmhouse that we live in, we do have one of those old phones, so that's cool. So just kind of recapping what I've got done. I'm going to go back and finish writing this day later. And we got a lot done in this little session, I think, so I'm pleased with it. Looking back at my first page there you can see that Queen Anne's lace by Erin Ware that's on the side, and the other, and then the journaling block by Courtney Diaz, and the other printables are by me, and then there's some washi tape on there too. I decided in that little blank spot that was kind of bugging me to just add in a simple little sun. We've had some hot days, so that seemed appropriate, and I'm pleased with how this page ended up, and makes me happy to turn to July in my journal. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.